Hello. Are we live?
We are live.
Yay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for my very first live, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed about technology. I had a really bad technology day yesterday at school. My computer, I have like 60 tabs open, and the computer shut down probably 10 times. But Rachele with me from Amethyst Ascension, and I know you know her. We were just talking about how Rachele's the one out there like moving and shaking and then,
I'm like the mom.
What have you been up to lately, Rachele?
What haven't I been up to? Oh my gosh. Do lots of past life readings. I don't know if you've been able, I know you're a busy lady, but I got this deck and we did some live readings yesterday, but even when we weren't in the lives, I did Maria's, I did Courtney's, I did Summer's, I did mine, of course, I did my sister's.
Well, eyes have a special symbol for me, so I like that deck that has the eye on it.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool.
You just did a video on.
Pardon me?
You just had a video, I think, today of a new deck, right?
Yeah, that was of this one.
Okay, that's what it was. I knew I saw that. I thought, ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
I
have only worked with videos.
Well, who is here? Angela's here. Thank you. I'm going to be going live with Angela, interviewing her about her brand new channel next week, right, Angela? It's written down. Don't worry. And Jamie's here, and Maria, thank you. I can't wait to see my reading, Maria. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. Are we ready?
I am about as ready as I'm ever going to be.
Okay, yeah, me too. So why don't we just start? There's only a few people here, so who wants a reading?
Raise your hand, please.
We are ready. Raise your hand.
Now, if you can do that, well, actually, you can. I'm just old. So.
Yeah, I'm used to Zoom. There's a little raise hand thing in Zoom.
Yeah. I know that there's little like memes that you can do like this or whatever with. So yeah. I always do the heart. I put a heart on everything because that is the easiest one for me. You just do like the colon and then type heart and then colon and it comes up for you. Instead of having to go like this, pushing a button and going down to get it.
Yeah, it like automatically knows what you're trying to tell it.
Yeah, and I just can't have too much information, so I just do just one different thing.
Okay.
Hi, Tangy.
Reading, hello. Type your question anytime. We're ready.
Right on. Yeah.
Hey, Jason. Oh, Jason, I'm so glad you're here. I did break out the Golden Girls tonight, Jason, for the first time ever.
Very cool. We were just talking about Betty White. She just turned 99 years old. Can you believe that? Amazing.
Yes, and she's still doing everything she always did, which she
probably runs circles around me.
Pretty good.
Seriously. Okay. So are we doing Maria? She's got a question.
Betty is immortal.
Yes. How can I further enhance my spiritual work / tarot readings?
Is that you, Maria, or TNG?
That was Maria that said that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh. She said that she hugged a big friggin' bear. I saw a picture of that. Oh my God, that lady is brave. I didn't see that. Wow, that is
How
cool.
did you do that? Thanks, Jason. I do need good vibes.
Me too.
Okay.
God, that's only chunky.
Okay. It sounds like we're building a house over here.
Huh. Well, I am ready whenever you are, sweetie.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just getting one more card.
All right. So the first card I got was the Page of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, inflow with money, and Soul on Fire. So I'm seeing a lot of youthful, fiery energy here. And what that tells me, and money. So I'm seeing that, and also Four of Pentacles, as in just let loose, have fun with it. As you let loose and have more fun with this kind of stuff and don't get stressed out about it, just being that youthful, fiery energy, and it will happen. It will just happen. That's how I see it. But just be in that like excitable kind of energy. You know what I mean? That just everything has got just like put you on fire, put you in that passionate mode. And then with that, you will see everything else take off, because whatever you put your energy into, that's what you get more of. That's what I got from that.
Okay. I love everything you said, Rachele. So I picked a card from the Titanic Tarot because I felt like it was really kind of deep. And then I picked a card from the Golden Girls because it has kind of the opposite, like light energy. And guess what? They're both the same card, the Seven of Wands. So once you started talking about relaxing, this is hard to, I'm not used to this particular camera. So once you started talking about relaxing and just having fun with it, also what was coming to me, because I see a lot of energy, like being ready for something to go wrong, or a lot of pent up worry. And it kind of creates this tension because I think maybe you might be worried about doing it right or getting it the right answer. And I pulled 3 cards out of the Light Seer. So the first one was the Eight of Swords. And this person is very, they're looking in the mirror and they see themselves as very limited or kind of bound by certain things, but really they are not. So you're not really bound by any rules when you read. It's just whatever you feel and flies out of your mouth. And usually it's like when you take a test, that first answer that you thought is probably the right one. And then the next card was the King of Cups. And I don't know if the tarot lectures you about meditating, but it lectures me about meditating a lot. Pretty much anything I ask, like, what can I do? There'll be like meditate, and kind of bad about making time for that. But I think really learning to trust those feelings. And you see this card here, which I think is just so fun and playful and kind of light, and just they're just kind of sitting back and not watching it go by, but they are enjoying the ride. And I think that letting go a little bit of is this the right interpretation, or is that what I read in that book? Is this the right way to read this? And just kind of having fun and going with more of your gut and more feeling. And then I pulled a card from the Cup of Contemplation cards, and it just says, how can I de-escalate? And I think maybe what this means is thinking about how you can take that Seven of Swords energy and de-escalate that and kind of step back from it. Because I do think there's a lot of energy you're working with, and it maybe gets you, if it gets stuck in your head, then that's kind of where you start worrying about that. But if you kind of let it flow, then that's more of a playful outcome.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think it's about letting go of the what ifs.
Yes, letting go of what ifs.
Yeah. I think I need to take that advice.
Hi, Marion. I am so excited for Sunday. This weekend is StarCon, and Marion, I tried to buy a ticket last night and it didn't email me, and I'm not sure it went through. So I have to look into that tonight. Hi, Butterfly.
So how do you want to do it, sweetie? Do you want to just, whoever wants a reading? Or do you want to do a number, or?
Well, let's do a number, and if no one guesses, then we'll know just to whoever wants a reading. Okay, so pick between 1 and 10. You can just type it.
No. Fast fingers, people.
I'm glad it makes sense. Jezebel Von Tex, I like that name. I should probably look at the number as all these numbers come up.
We're too busy just having a good chat.
Oh, Tangi, you got it. It's 8.
Excellent. So do you have a question, sweetheart? Do, 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 do. Ooh. Mr. Delivery Man.
Delivery guy, a new love interest or not. Okay.
I like how you're utilizing those opportunities. Let me just say. Delivery guy. Dang. All right. Do you want me to go, sweetie?
You can. I'm ready, but you can go if you want.
Oh, go ahead then.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know about this delivery guy. I'd be very wary of him. Let me pull this one last. Okay. The Golden Girls say 5 of Wands, so there's a little bit of conflict. I don't know if maybe that might be fun, if you guys are kind of fun to spar with someone, I don't know if you guys really see eye to eye, but I took the Light Seers deck and I did the mini lover spread. And for you, I have the 6 of Wands, which I love this for you and your energy. I feel like this person's really open and themselves. And I think this person is the 7 of Swords. So I don't know if they're like, if they're presenting themselves the way they really are. If you got to know them, you might not like them. I think you should maybe not take him too seriously, at least at first. He could be married. I only had a few minutes of him dropping off my parcel. Details.
You cracked me up, Dan. I swear. Okay, so were you finished or no?
Finish. Go ahead.
Okay, the first card I got was the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords.
Wow.
I also got this.
What does that say, Rachele?
Stop, drop, and bliss. And I also got this, which says flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, like as if you don't already do that. But maybe we're talking about this particular person. So, yeah. So my thoughts here are, whether or not you are interested in this particular gentleman. If you are, then go for it. That's what I get. The only person that limits us is ourselves. So just give them that tangy energy and see what happens. That's what I say. Stop, drop, and be in bliss. And be a flirt.
Marion says he could be ringing more than your doorbell.
Oh.
It says ding dong. Oh my gosh, Angela, that cracks me up. Stop, drop, and bliss. I like that.
I mean, they're all about communications, right? I mean, all the swords are about communications. So ask your guides.
Oh my gosh. That's what, yes, this popped up. Ask for help.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Jason.
But just put that vibe out there.
You what?
I said just put that vibe out there, though.
Yes.
Just be all about that beautiful tangy energy.
Yes, I hope he can handle it. And if not,
then he wasn't right for you if he can't.
Right.
All right.
Jason, do you have a question? Jason just sent us donations. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. She says, the funny thing is, what am I missing?
Okay. What should or could I do to help the universe bring me a good and successful 2021? I recently applied for a new job and wondering if that's in the cards for me. Okay.
Okay. Here's my cards.
I like the cards, Jason.
Not exactly sure how to look at these cards quite yet. So if you go first, maybe it'll spark something.
Okay. Well, I'm liking this job, Jason. I pulled 3 light seers, and the first thing I got was the 4 of Wands. So that's a good card. Celebration, feeling good. And then I got the Hanged Man reversed. And then the 10 of Cups again popped out. I think this might be our theme for the night, the 10 of Cups. You know, there's always that one card. And when I looked at these in a row, I just thought, you know, time for like being patient and, you know, seeing things from a new perspective and, you know, being kind of introspective and waiting. I think that's done. And I think that I see 2021 as a really productive year for you, not in the sense of doing a bunch of stuff, but just things working out, like the endeavors that you pick being pretty successful and, you know, going after the things that you really care about. I see these as all really, really positive cards. And then I picked a Titanic Tarot card, and I got the 3 of Pentacles, which I think is an excellent work card. I think this job will be something where you will receive some recognition and be appreciated. And then of course, I had to pick a Golden Girl card because, you know, this was a gift from Jason, as was my Light Seers deck. And this is Blanche. She's the Chariot. And this card for me is like, whichever, I mean, it's like a win-win, okay? Whichever way you choose to go, I think, you know, there's going to be a lot of movement this year, but I was going to say you can't make a bad choice, but probably you could make a bad choice, but I think whatever is on your to-do list this year, whatever you choose to focus on, I really see a lot of positive energy moving toward it and things just not being stagnant this year, but in a good way, not in like a 2020 way where the shit kept hitting the fan, in a good way. Where there's no shit hitting the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled this card where it says, embrace your sensitivity. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but I feel like, you know, all these cups and emotions and kind of acknowledging and appreciating you know, the feelings that you have. Like, what do I need? What do I need from a job? What do I need from my hobby? And, you know, what am I getting out of this? I think that it's good to be sensitive to that, and it's good to be sensitive to things that make you not feel good, like even if it's in a very mild way, honoring that. You know, this person or this food that I'm eating sometimes doesn't make me feel exactly right, and I think that's totally fine. You don't have to be, you know, you don't have to allow things in that are not doing it for you. Okay, what did you get, Rachele?
The first one I got was the Six of Cups.
Ooh.
But I also got the King of Cups right afterwards. And I also got the Devil. These all came out at once. The Moon. And I also got the Four of Wands at the end. So I feel like whatever it is that you plan on doing, it is going to be worth a celebration. I feel like these are coming up because you want to be doing something that you love. Like you said, what did you say? I've been doing my jobs for almost 5 years now, and I was thinking I could benefit from a change, but if a change doesn't happen, hopefully things will get better. And see, I also feel like this is in here not for a bad reason, but for a good reason, more or less saying it's okay to be in your ego a little bit in order to get, like you said, what you want out of life, you know, and to trust your gut, because it's not negatively aspected. None of these cards are negatively aspected for me. So go for what it is that you love. And I don't think, as long as you go for, you know, what fills your cup, it could ever be a bad thing. And only good is going to come from it.
Mm-hmm.
The spark of the hustle. And move beyond intention to belief. So it feels like you've got like all of the elements here. So whatever you put yourself into, it's going to be successful. That's what I feel like. So, and if that means being a little bit in your ego and knowing that you are good at what you do, then do that. Be confident. That's what I see.
Yeah, it's okay to pick like the shiny thing that's fun, you know.
Exactly. Hope that helps.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. The Chariot guys remind you of Patrick Swayze. Shoot, I just put it back. Well, they disappeared, but they did have kind of a Dirty Dancing vibe.
You're very welcome. Okay. Do we want to do another number?
Sure. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Just type it in the box.
So we've got a 5, a 2, a 3, a 6, a 7.
Okay, who said 7?
Jezebel.
Okay.
Jezebel said 7 first. So do you have a question, honey? And she's got some fast fingers. I love it.
I knew I had to pull out this deck, Rachele.
Yeah. I don't have any.
Okay, how will my cat react to me getting a kitten?
I'm ready when you are, sweetie.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I can go ahead. So, and let's see. Yeah, that's correct. This is the order that I got them. So, what I'm thinking is there's going to be at first a new, introducing this new, like, what is this? I've got something new to explore, like a new, I'm not sure how I'm feeling. After a little bit of time of thought, I think there's going to be a bit of a fiery showdown for a little bit, but then it's going to be successful. Successive transformation. So I think it's going to be good. There's going to be a little bit of, I'm not sure in the beginning. I need to think about this for a little while, but after a while, the kitten's going to be roughhousing, maybe trying to play with your cat. I don't know how old your cat is, but the cat might be going, oh, I don't know if I'm liking this too much. But then, I think the mothering is going to kick in and they're going to be just fine. They're going to love each other.
I think so too. I pulled one for your cat and then one for the kitten and then kind of a couple for the relationship. And the card, I used the mystical cats, and the card that I pulled for your cat is the 6 of Earth, which is Pentacles, and it even has little kittens around it. So I think at first, like Rachele said, your cat's going to be curious. I think maybe even will be like protective of the kitten and sort of, feel like it's the mommy, or I have to take care of this thing, or I have to play with it. And, but I do think that your cat is going to lay down the law. It's not going to take any nonsense. So I think be some, that's the death card. Yes.
So successive transformation.
I think there might be some growing pains, but I think your cat is probably going to have really clear boundaries and get his or her way. Your kitten, I pulled the Strength card. Oh. And I think your cat's probably going to be pretty mellow when it's older, but of course it's going to be an energetic kitten. But I think your kitten will be will take this all in stride and just kind of kill the cat with kindness, like love your cat. Like, I'm just going to love you so much that you can't help but like me back. So I think the kitten will like your cat, but the cat will kind of, be a little curious, and there might be a little bit of grouchiness at first. Then in the end, it's the Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles. You'll have a really great relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be fast friends.
I think so too. I wish that there was more readings like that. That was just so damn cute. It was so fun.
And something just made me pick this deck up, and I hardly ever pick that deck up. But my son got me that deck. He loves cats.
So cute. All right. So go ahead and pick a number, guys.
Oh, sorry.
1 and 10.
Okay, go ahead.
Fast fingers, guys. Oh, I pushed hard in the number name. Yes, you did. Hi, Y.
Oh, hi.
1, 2, 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 8.
Who said
5,
1? Did I miss it? Gosh darn it.
Yeah, the very first one was 1.
Okay, why? One of those had to be right.
Very nice. So go ahead and ask your question. Who said 21? A general reading. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Mine is pretty, I mean, really good, actually. Would you like me to go, or would you like to go first?
Either way, I can. I don't know if you what has come up recently, but I feel like there's something I got in the Titanic tarot, I got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. And in the Golden Girls, I got the Two of Pentacles. Blanche balancing those pentacles there. So I don't know if there's a something new that's coming up, like a new cycle, or maybe even something that you weren't even expecting that has come up. That's just that is saying to me. But the three cards I pulled from the Light Seers wide are like, I would say pretty intense, but not bad, but just kind of can be a lot of work. So the first one I picked up was the Hermit. And then I picked up the Eight of Cups. And then the Hierophant. So I think there's a big shift around you right now, and not bad at all, but maybe requires a little bit of effort and introspection. I feel like maybe there's a change that has just recently come into your consciousness. There's something, I just feel like there's something big. There's some sort of shift that you were not expecting, but it's like, oh, okay. But I do think it does require a little bit of soul searching and really going inside and really, shining the light in all those little nooks and crannies that are maybe kind of icky and that you didn't expect to have to, ever visit again. And, of course, the Eight of Cups is adulting, walking away from something that you really cared about and kind of was working, but there's something even better or even bigger that you could embrace if you're willing to really be honest with yourself about, how much this may or may not mean to you. I feel like something's being put in perspective, but the outcome, the Hierophant, I really like this Hierophant in the Light Seers because it has a different vibe than any other Hierophant. It's really personal and it's about personal authority. And I feel like it's like a level up. It's a level up to a place where you didn't really even expect to be. And then the Cup of Contemplation that I pulled was, what situation needs my courage or perseverance? That might be what the Hermit needs to explore a little bit. Okay.
Okay, so the first thing that I got, with it being a general, I wanted like a general idea or theme for the reading. So I drew a rune, and what I got was joy and harmony. And what this card is talking about is still finding joy in everyday life, finding the good, the positive, in order to bring harmony back into your life. And then the first card that I got was the Eight of Pentacles. So working on either a skill or something, family, maybe family business, I'm not sure. But then the next card I got was like the Five of Cups. So like feeling like at moments that your cup is half empty instead of half full. But I want to show these cards a little bit because it kind of falls in line with the joy card. Fall in love with your own story and welcome in the divine masculine. Because when you do that and you find your joy and bliss in life, then you get like a wish. I mean, it gets fulfilled because of your life. And I mean, a lot of cups here. So a lot of emotions, digging deep, finding that joy in life. And this is what it will bring. Yeah.
I love that there's this 8 of cups and then you pulled the 9, 10. It's almost, this is okay, but if you leave this little tiny one behind, there could be something even
Right. Yeah. And look at, she is jumping, or he is jumping. I can't quite tell. I think it's a guy. Is jumping, like jumping for joy, right? And so is your 9 of cups. They're both jumping for joy.
Oh, yeah.
So fall in love with your own story. I'm very sorry about your loss, Y. I hope that helps.
Yeah. Thanks, Y.
All right. So another number?
Another number?
Another number, please.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'll try to keep up with the numbers now. Pay attention this time. Thanks, Y.
So we got an 8. Okay, we got a 6 and a 3.
Okay, so not 8, 6, or 3.
So keep them coming, people.
Keep guessing.
We've got a 4, 2, and a 2.
Nope. One day I'm just going to type these numbers into the phone and see who's on the other end.
8675309.
7.
7. All right. Do you have a question, Angela?
Yeah, you won the lottery, Angela.
Can you believe how high that is now? Yeah, $1 billion.
God.
Amazing. My husband just keeps on buying tickets. My husband keeps buying lottery tickets.
I wonder how much that would be after taxes. Even if they took half, you're
Yeah, 500, probably 500 million. Think about that. Every single one of my friends and family would be getting some moolah. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Well,
Who's
Rachele,
going to have all that money and be allowed? I would not forget about that. Am I on the right path with the ideas and plans I have for my current project?
Okay.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay.
Okay. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. Do you want to go or should I go?
Whatever. This is your show, honey.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure, Rachele.
Okay, it's our
I
show.
thought you agreed that you were in charge. Okay. So you're on the right path with your ideas and plans that you have for your current project. So I think yes. However, being on the right path doesn't mean that there are no obstacles on it. So just remember, put that in the back of your head. Like there are other ways to judge whether or not you're on the right path. So the first card was the sun, which, I really feel like this is really blissful and finding what is your true joy and truly makes you happy. And then the second card that comes up is the magician. So I think this is also something that you're really good at too. And you really have all of the tools and expertise that you need to be successful in what you're doing. And then here's the Five of Swords, which, is just, to me, it looks like he has a migraine. It reminds me of the movie The Birds, like the birds pecking at him, and but it was reversed. And so I think this is just a reminder that sometimes things come up. Like it can't be all sunshine and roses. Shit happens, and that's fine. And it's just going to be like minor little petty things. And I pulled two cards, one from the Titanic Tarot, and that was the King of Wands. The King of Wands is Benjamin Guggenheim. And this is, a lot of energy. And I pulled this thinking it was going to be a shadow card because this deck is just a little bit deeper. But I really think that this is not shadow. I think that this is you. And I think that, this is that wand's energy, that fire, that passion, that being in authority. And I really just see this person as someone whose energy is completely directed where it should go. Sometimes in some cards, someone has a lot of energy, but it's like they have an out of control magic wand, like they don't really know how to use it. And so everything just gets set on fire. But this guy knows how to use the magic wand. And so that energy is really directed in a productive way, and in a way that, because it comes from a place of joy. And so what's your question? Are you on the right path? Yes, you are. And then the Golden Girl Tarot is Five of Wands. Again, these are like the minor inconveniences that are going to come up, and anything that's worth doing is just going to have things come up. So I think don't let that deter your fire, your wand's energy, because I think that can kind of dilute it if you spend too much time worrying about the little things and the little fires that pop up. They're not a problem. So take those in stride. But I really see this as really focused energy. And there's this kind of magic that comes together when someone's doing something they were meant to do. And I think that energy is in this reading, in these cards. Okay.
Okay, so for me, these are the cards that I got. I always not sure if these are going to be backwards. That's not okay. That's how they are. So I am feeling like you are, I feel like what you said was, there's something that you said about somebody's wand having so much energy in a wand, and you have to like focus that energy, right? So that's what I feel like, because with the second one, really planting those seeds. The first one, I feel like she is just like soaking in as much information as she can, and as much, and when I mean information, I mean of like intuitive nature, feelings, and stuff like that. And once you've planted that seed, kind of letting it go a little bit. But I also drew from the Sacred Creators, and I got 3 cards. So I put them back in, and as I shuffled them again, 3 cards came out again. So I kept 3 cards this time. And the first one I got was Creator Fire. With your fire, I thought that was interesting. Accept and receive, meaning don't doubt what you're putting out. Know what you're putting out, and it's saying get back to elemental. So I think pretty much what Amy said about just kind of there being a lot of power there, but learning how to maybe go back to basics when it comes to really, really being sure about what intentions you're putting into your work in order to manifest. And that usually is just getting right back to the basics, going back to the basics of your elements, the elements of whatever it is that you're doing, your fundamental foundations, focusing it. But I feel like you have absorbed a lot of information that you need to go in a positive manner with your current project. Trust that you have planted the correct seeds, and then just open yourself up to receive what it is coming in. Because I believe very much in the law of attraction. And if you're putting your focus on what you're not getting, or worrying about not getting it, or what, that puts a bad spin on it. So once you actually put it out there, then you have to have faith that what you have done is enough. Maybe do a little bit of whatever it is in order to keep working towards that project, but have faith that what you're doing is right. And do I think you're on the right path? Yes, I do. But stay focused. That's what I see.
I think it's so interesting that you pulled the Queen of Cups, because the magician, of course, is the master of the elements here, and knows how to use all of the elements together. And with so much fire in your reading, you would think that a Major Cups card like that is sort of ill-dignified and puts out the fire, but I don't think so. I think for you, just your intuitive. Yeah. Well, the water waters those seeds, right? I think mission and that water in you, all of the your emotions, and just knowing, being in touch with your feelings is kind of what the water that you need to sort of rein in all the little fires that aren't where you want them to go. So it's like, that's kind of trusting your feelings. Like, there might be this little problem, but it really feels right. You can trust that, because that's what's keeping your fire from burning out of control. From burning you out.
Yeah. Hope that helps, honey. And how are you feeling, sweetie? Do you want to do one more, or do you want to call it?
We can do one more. Let's do one more.
All right.
$2021's your year. Okay. Should I pull another card, or? Oh, I shouldn't show you. Let me pull a different one.
That's something I would do, Amy. Definitely a fiery year for you. Yeah. So start giving us some numbers. Anybody that, well, I mean, who is even left that wants a reading? We might have gotten ours.
If no one wants a reading, we can just pull a final card.
What about Fairy Wren? Did you want a reading, sweetheart? Or we could do that too. Oh, we've got people that are doing, all right, 4 or 5.
Not 4 or 5. Keep going.
Why don't we do tarot check?
Okay.
What's your question, honey?
Tarot, do you have a question? So you see now I can't get Angela's question off of here because I'd have to go back through the whole.
Yeah, just wait until we get the next question.
It was a 6, Maria.
See, that's driving her crazy. She had to know.
Sorry. Yeah, that would bug me too.
Me too. Does it ever irritate you guys when you're watching something or somebody walks in and they don't shut the door behind them and it was shut previously? Does that irritate you?
Yes, like they leave and it's like, could you shut the door? Hello.
I know. I mean, even when I'm watching a show and people get out of a car or whatever and they don't shut the car door, I'm like, what are you, heathens? What is wrong with you?
You're not shutting the kitchen cabinet. Like you can't just walk around with that open. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so Tarot Chick says, I would like to know if my teenage daughter Ella will speak to me again soon.
Oh boy. Been there, honey.
Okay.
All right. Oh, come on. Oh. She said, yeah, you can't build that much suspense. That's her. Have a good night, Angela.
Thanks, Angela. I will see you soon.
What's the matter, Bailey? Oh.
Ooh, lasagna.
Are you ready, sweetie? Do you want me to go?
Either way. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I got 3 cards. And I'm not sure if these are... Okay, yeah, that's the right order. So I got Mr. Moneybags. I got Hope, and then I've got the Mother, right? So yes, your daughter is going to talk to you soon because she's going to need some money. And funny enough, I got inflow with money from the sacred creators and make a mission statement for your soul. So I have a feeling your daughter is going to talk to you again soon because she needs something from you. And money, yeah, or a ride or something along that line. She's going to need something from you. But I've got two things here that show money. So yeah, I think that's going to be your doorway back into talking again.
Okay, I have two cards here. One is the Seven of Swords and the other is Temperance. And I do feel like she's this is temporary and she's going to be open to talking. I feel like though she's treading lightly because this is the card I got for Ella and this is the card I got for you. And I think either you're very guarded around her and very careful about the things you say. And maybe that's coming off as being not totally sincere or open. And so I think not tiptoeing. I think, you have to be, I work with teenagers every day. And it's like, it's very unpredictable, right? And I really think she's not too far gone. She's working something out in her head and kind of figuring things out. And I think she's got a good head on her shoulders because to me, she seems very balanced and she's just kind of a good person and she's kind of developing this sense of herself, but she also wants to have a sense of you. And so I think it's really important, not that you're not being honest but to be honest and be your real self and not kind of tiptoe so much. And I asked if there's what's deeper here, and I got the Six of Pentacles, which is that nostalgia card. Like this might be even a past life thing, or I know when I was a teenager, there were things, there were gifts my mom could have given me that I didn't really want to get from her for some reason. Like I wanted, it was almost a pride thing. But I do think there's those pentacles, Rachele. But I do think there's a give and take in that card and the traditional imagery. But I do think there is appreciation there from her. And the Golden Girls are telling you, I got Sophia. Now she's the mom. She's like the ultimate mom. And she's the magician here. And so I think, you don't have to do anything. I think you just have to be there for her to guide her when she's ready to ask for it. Because I think if it's when she's not ready or when she's not wanting advice, that's going to be maybe when she senses like, oh, she's trying to control me. But now that I'm a mom, I get it. But as a teenage girl, there were some rough times. Let me tell you.
I would have seen that the other way around. I would have seen tarot chick that you need to use temperance, because when your daughter is at teenage age, they think that their parents are just trying to limit them, and especially mother-daughter relationships. Trust me, I've been through plenty of my friends I've talked to with their teenage daughters have gone through it or are going through it. It is natural. It's a phase, more than likely. You just need to try to have balance within yourself while she just thinks you're out to get her or whatever. But she's always going to come back around because she needs you. And then she'll get over it. That's how I see it.
It will not last forever.
It will not last forever, no. But mother-daughter relationships, I don't know anybody that has not gone through it with their teenage daughter. Not one.
Yeah. I was told that boys are harder when they're babies and girls are harder when they're teenagers.
Absolutely true. At least in my situation, it was. Yes. My daughter was the easiest baby. And then when she hit teenage years, it was like, oh my gosh, what happened? And my son, he just was smart. He knew, you know what, just to, you're right, Mom. Just stop. And she just couldn't. She was like, just like me, right? And then we would just go at it, right? Yes. But all is good now because she's 22 and she's more, mature. But yeah, those teenage years, I thought I was going to lose it.
Eventually, she won't be afraid to admit that she needs you.
Right. Yes.
I still call my mom and ask her, random things. How do I cook this? Is this meat good?
Yeah.
There's a part here that I forgot to show you, and that is, how do I let go? That might be a good question to mull over. Can't control it.
Maria. My mom said I was kind of difficult teen. I never noticed. LOL. No idea what she meant. Yeah, I could see you being difficult. But I love that.
Yes.
I love that spark. I would tell my daughter when we would get into it, I would say, I love it. Use that voice, but not against me, But
yes. You do seem like you would have been an opinionated teen, Maria.
Yes. I love that. We have to have our voice.
Well, I am
girls.
grateful. I think this went well, Rachele. So, thank you for being my very first guest.
Thank you. I am honored.
And I hope to do this again soon now that Rachele has tutored me on the fine art of StreamYard. And,
I didn't do much.
A child too, Maria. Okay. And no, I was not spoiled. Maybe a little, but.
I was not an only child. I had a sister, so my mom got doubly the teenage girls. And we're only 16 months apart, so she got us both pretty much at the same time. Can you imagine?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And my daughter has 3 daughters. Or my sister had 3 daughters.
And did she be teenagers, or have they hit?
Her youngest is 18. But she went through it with every single one of them as well. I don't know a woman that has not gone through it with teenage daughters.
Yeah.
To write a passage kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, I have a boy, and that's what I asked for, and that's what I got. So it's like another mother-daughter relationship. That's a lot. That's a lot. But
yes, it is.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Rachele, and thank you everyone who joined in. I'm so happy to see some people I haven't seen in a while, and I will have to do this again soon. But make sure Angela from Tiny Trinkets and Tarot, she's going to share the secrets of her trinkets on my next live, which I think is next week, Thursday or Friday.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, I look forward to
everyone. Sorry.
Her brain. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Okay, I pushed the button. Oh,
Are
wait.
you sure?